Yeah, you already know what it is, man. This is T Paris, aka the Young Marvin Gaye. This rap shit, most original, most creative, most in tune with the times, and I'm sort of like your inspiration. And this is P's Perspective. But let's not waste no time. Let's get right into it. Last week, our topic of discussion, we spoke about what is the family. I thought it was a real dope topic. You know what I'm saying? Personal. I shared some of my personal feelings. What I really enjoyed about it though is from some of the feedback. You know, a lot of people, comment, send me text messages, send me emails, and just let me know about what was going on in their own family, in their household. And a lot of people, said that it touched home. Now, one thing that really stuck out to me about the people who did chime in was a lot of people, relate. And they said that they don't really get along with their family members. I'm trying to understand why, like family is one of the most important entities in this world, that we're going to experience. And I'm just trying to understand why it's just so hard for people to get along with their families, Now, we're going to get into that. I want to share an example of something that I would like to break down and dissect. And I also want to read a little quote that I stumbled upon. I start off with the example. Let's say you and I grow up in a household, right? We siblings. My mom, passed away from a stroke. Our father's alcoholic. We don't see him too much, but when we do see him, he's very abusive verbally, physically. And eventually he passes on. It's just my opinion, but I think that after dealing with these type of situations, a lot of times, family members grow apart. I'm trying to understand why we don't, get closer. We sharing similar pains, similar hurts. My mom, my dad is your mom and dad. Your mom and dad is my mom and dad. I understand that we all express ourselves different, but I'm trying to really grasp how we come up in similar situations or the exact situations, and we show love and we deal with these pains different, I think that's hard, man, because really what I'm seeing is a lot of times family is falling apart because we've suffered so many, letdowns or so much pain, and we're not able to speak about it, with each other. Or is it just that family is just not the same thing no more? It got to be one or the other. To me, it doesn't make sense that we could go through so many trials and tribulations together and we grow apart from each other. It don't really make sense, I want to read this quote, that I stumbled upon by Richard Bach, and then I'm going to go on and explain why I feel this, feel this that way. Richard Bach says, the bond that links true family is not one of blood, but of respect and joy in each other's lives. Now, basically, what he's trying to say is family is just not bonded by blood, but basically about the respect that we mutually show one another and then the joy that we bring into each other's lives. And so if we can go back to the example that I shared where you got, the mom not there and the pops is there, but he's abusive, he's an alcoholic, and we sharing some of these same hurts and some of these same pains. What I think is that sometimes we get so caught up in our own pain that we omit what somebody else is going through. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that. Some people don't express their pain the same way. And so let's say, when mom passed away, I take 2 years to mourn over that. And you get over it in about 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? During the 2 years that I'm dealing with whatever I'm dealing with, you probably telling me stuff like, come on, man. Yo, we all, lost mom. You got to get over it. It's like you trying to diminish my feelings because you got over it fast. And a lot of times, that's me seeing your true colors. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a chance to see who you really are. Because if mom meant to me what she meant to you and what she meant to everybody else, then why am I the only one suffering? And I know sometimes people would say, we all deal with, with loss, a different way. But I'm not even understanding how we lose somebody and we just move on. You know what I'm saying? If somebody been here and they've been an intricate part of my life, it's hard for me to let go. And that's not to say that everybody feels the same way. But I feel like some people just move on in such a cold manner. It almost feel like they never cared. And if I could take it a step further, let's say even before, mom got sick and passed away, right? Let's look at this. You got what you call sibling rivalries. And a lot of times in these households, brothers and sisters are competing with each other, right? And sometimes our stiffest competition is right here at home between our siblings. And because you going so hard against them, when you win, you get that unlimited supply of confidence, faith. You believe in yourself. But the flip side is the sibling that's losing, you know what I'm saying, becomes angry, low self-esteem, and sometimes they harbor animosity. It's like at any given time to prove to you that they better than you, they gonna take it. Even beyond the competitions that we just had in the household. And I think sometimes what that does is it strains the relationship. You know what I'm saying? It strains the relationship because nobody wants to be on the bottom end of the spectrum. Everybody want to be looked upon as successful or accomplished or, in the in crowd. And I think that sometimes with family, what we do is we beat each other down to make ourselves feel more validated. You know what I'm saying? See, my question today was, what makes us family? How we could sit at the big table, right, with all family members, and we could talk about things. And the minute that somebody get hurt, they start throwing darts. You know what I'm saying? Well, what about you, you crackhead ass, and you was doing this, that, and the third? And I know family does things like that. But at what point do we stop to think that, that moment right there could potentially scar you? You know what I'm saying? That could potentially scar you. I want to share something that happened to me one time, There's no secret. My mom and my pops, grew up addicted to drugs. And one time, me and one of my siblings was going through something, and my cousin interjected. And in the interim time, while she interjected, she asked me, she was like, "Yo, you high?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was smoking." You know what I'm saying? And she asked me, "You just smoking weed or you smoking something else?" And I was like, "Smoking something like what? Like what?" You know what I'm saying? And it bothered me because at that moment, she didn't say what it was. But I knew what she was hinting at, and it made me feel like that was a low blow. Because my mom and my dad was addicted to, crack cocaine, you think that I would stoop that low? You know what I'm saying? And we all go through moments. I went through a real tough time in my life, where I smoked a lot of marijuana. That helped me to get through. It helped me to, to fight through the stress. It helped me fight through being alone. It helped me to cope with a lot of the, pains that I was dealing with within my household. And at that same time, I watched some of my family members depart, you know what I'm saying? Instead of us, coming together and getting closer, like, wow, let's say, what if I was, doing some detrimental drug, you know what I'm saying? At that moment, what would you have done? Because even when you asked me, it wasn't like she hugged me and embraced me and told me it was going to be all right. It was just like, I guess, just to feed her own, curiosity. What are you going through? And, I just throw that example out there to let people know that I know that that's going on in a lot of households, man. Instead of us, coming together and being a family and showing love and showing that we gonna make it through whatever. We gonna be down for each other through whatever. Sometimes we taking pop shots. And we can't wait for that moment to be able to tell your brother, your sister, you know what I'm saying? I knew I was going to be better than you. I knew you wasn't going to be shit. And I'm trying to understand, why we do that. You know what I'm saying? Why would we consider ourselves family if we're going to do that? Bach said, true family is not, the bonds of true family are not one of blood, but respect and joy. And I feel like if you know your family member, they going through something, out of respect, you wouldn't push those type of buttons. You know what I'm saying? If I'm sensitive or I'm emotional and you see me getting under, under my skin and getting in my feelings, why wouldn't you just fall back and be like, you know what? I ain't gonna do that. I share another truth about myself. When I'm yelling and arguing and spazzing in my family, it take about 30 seconds for me to calm down and apologize, yo. Because I know I go so far sometime in my anger, that I have to, fall back and say, you know what, I apologize for that. And anybody that know me will tell you that. Yo, did he apologize? Yeah, that's T then, you know what I'm saying? If he spazzed, he probably meant it, you know what I'm saying? But if he hurt your feelings, he apologized for it. And then basically, that's all I'm trying to get people to, to think about is we need to be more accountable for the energy that we put out there, family included. Because if we're going to call each other family, I need to see some love, man, some unconditional love. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that love when all else seems to be going wrong, I get on the phone and call you, you know what I'm saying? You let me know, you'll come through. No matter what it is, it's going to be all right because I got your back the way you got mine. That's what family is all about, you know what I'm saying? And I want to leave y'all with this, man. If you got people in your circle, you know what I'm saying, that you're not willing to lay it all down for, You know what I'm saying? You need to clean your circle out. Because family is supposed to be the tightest bond that is known to man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want people around me that's not going to be willing to go the distance. Because I'm willing to put it all on the line for my family. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to consider ourselves family, man. Let's ask ourselves, you know, what we in it for? What we fighting for? You know what I'm saying? Myself, I'm fighting for this name, B, Paris. I'm fighting for this legacy, you know what I'm saying, and my forefathers left behind. I'll do anything for my family, man. And I just want to let y'all know, I'm going to take this moment to let y'all know I love all of y'all. It's T Paris, man. Toast to the town. Peace.